in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Ready, set.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. This defense for the Titans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's McKinney.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First and 10, Taylor now.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were... was. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Two Rockies.
I saw that. I got it. And, and right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Chapman. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Running left, Taylor. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
2nd and 11. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
The Titans at 6-4 now on the year, and they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 5. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
And they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again.
This is Phillips yet again.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Sanchez.
And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
first down, Titans gain of 12. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw.
On the out route, he completes it to Hall.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, Teague. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilkins. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilkins.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Back to throw again. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And the Titans are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll throw now on the final play. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Touchdown, Titans! A big play there, with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And the slot man goes in motion left. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Richards. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Chapman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Titans will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Titans get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Oh, this is blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
We have seen some exciting returns of blocked extra points. This one doesn't quite get into that level, but there had to be an anxious moment after it was blocked, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think sometimes they still forget on both sides when that block comes on the PAT that you can return it for two. He got it across midfield there, just not close to the end zone.
Yeah, you noted that moment of hesitancy, didn't you? You know, his block's like, oh, yeah, that's right, it can be returned, and which means you have to get back and tackle him, too.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing to back.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And in for the Steelers touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Teague, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd and 9 now. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
Even with a big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple. Now a handoff up the middle. Teague. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
He's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
They're hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And now here's another interception.
And the Titans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. They'll drop to throw.
There's Hall bringing in another one. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Second and 4. Throw left side complete. That's Phillips. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Going across the field, he finds Phillips.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Charles, a lot of happy